this evening's accent on academics, we will have a presentation from York High School, March Mammal Madness. Forget basketball, March Madness at York High School is all about the mammals. March Mammal Madness was organized by a group of evolutionary biologists from all around the country. To share more about this presentation and introduce the students and other presenters is Ms. Tiana Anthony, York High School Assistant Principal.
Good evening, everyone.
Evening. They're moving slow. They're moving slow.
I'm so excited to introduce everyone tonight. First, I want to introduce Daniel Reich. He's a senior at York High School. He's very active in the drama department, which is actually a newfound passion this year. He was in the Boy Scouts as a child and has been an Eagle Scout for the past 4 years. He is committed to attend Christopher Newport University next year and lives by Theodore Roosevelt's quote, "Do what you can with what you have where you are." Kristen Schultz is a junior this year at York High School. She is a competitive figure skater and has been a member of ISI for the past 8 years. She is considering attending the University of Virginia after graduation, and she lives by the motto that everything happens for a reason. And our youngest Falcon tonight is Claire Gordon. She is a sophomore at York High School. She is a SOA student and has been involved in the theater performances since elementary school. One of her favorite performances actually happened this past weekend at York High School, which was Legally Blonde, where she played Serena, a feisty cheerleader. And she loves Eleanor Roosevelt's quote, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." And tonight I have two teachers with me, Miss Amber Lamonti and Miss Amy Holtschneider. They are two York High School science favorites, and they have a lot of passion for what they do, and it always translates to projects such as this tonight. So we are so excited to share this with you all, and we hope that you enjoy it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Anthony. I'm Ms. Lamonti, and I would like to introduce to you March Mammal Madness. You may be familiar with the basketball bracket, but at York High School, we love science. So are you ready to rumble? All right. What is March Mammal Madness? March Mammal Madness is an annual simulated combat competition among mammals. It is run by Arizona State University Center for Evolution. It has been going on for 4 years. The same professors at Arizona State came from Brown and Harvard universities. This year, it consisted of the 67 mammals that did a head-to-head simulated competition. The competition is simulated on Twitter. It's done in a live fashion for fans to follow along. They do scientific citations based on mammal characteristics studied by all of the university mammalogists. The mammal characteristics consist of temperament, weaponry, body mass, running speed, fight style, physiology, and also very important for the upsets, motivation. The science is embedded in each bout as the bracket moves forward. There's a random number generator just to keep it interesting. So when there is an upset, the scientists have to go back, find a journal to cite as to why the upset could occur. Oftentimes, there's interspecies interactions where the motivation comes in. There's also habitat destruction caused by human forces. Natural selection has shaped adaptations to be more favorable in some biomes than others. So some of the mammals have the home territory while others have the disadvantage of being the visitor. And then conservation and management is also introduced for those losing species, how they could win in the future. So right now I'd like to turn it over to our biology student, Claire.
Hi, I'm Claire, and I'm in Ms. Holtschneider's biology class. In the biology class, every student was given an individual March Mammal bracket, which it was mimicking the NCAA bracket, so it looked the same, as you can see. Everybody researched on their own individually to choose which animal was their favorite and which they thought would win. As an entire class, we had one huge bracket that we put on the wall, and each student was given an animal to research. After researching throughout the month, we would revisit each animal and choose as a class who we predicted would win. A lot of these animals we had never heard before, like the guanaco and the linsang and the saiga and the spectacled bear. So it was really cool to look at new, different things we had never heard of before. The open discussions and heated conversations we had really made us look deeper into each mammal and to their diet, their habitat, their behaviors, their niche, or the role they play in their environment. And a lot of the things we looked at in March Mammal Madness connected to what we learned in class, like classification and ecology. What really made March Mammal Madness fun for the biology class and all the other science classes that were doing it was the competition between the classes. Miss Holtschneider's class went against Miss Lamonti's class, and depending on who lost, that teacher had to dress up as one of the final contestants, one of the final animals in the final rounds. So as you can see, Miss Holtschneider, or my class, we lost, so she dressed up as the short-faced bear, but Miss Lamonti, of course, was a good sport, and she dressed up as the clotted leopard. So, thank you.
Okay, nice.
All right, March Mammal Madness used Twitter as its social media platform to reach out to its fan base in a fun, creative way. They had top-notch educators and researchers describe in live posts the battle between the animals. In each post, these educated professionals used facts about the animals and environment and cited each fact, showing credibility and allowing fans to do further research with reliable sources. They discussed common behaviors, evolutionary trends, and physical attributes of the animals, as well as descriptions of the biomes and the effects on the mammals. My favorite post was one describing the battle between the short-faced bear and the quokka. During this battle, a brush fire started and caught me by complete surprise and caused a great deal of stress on my part. It excited fans to follow along with the battle post by post. After each round, everyone would gather in the hall to compare results from the previous night and talk a little smack. March Mammal Madness inspired friendly competition and education of the environment.
The videos for the March Mammal Madness started out with the 2 AP environmental science classes and the 2 IB bio classes. And the losing class had a punishment, which was to make the video. But making the video was actually pretty fun. So each person had our separate role into making the video. I was in Miss Lamonti's AP environmental class, and we lost, and my role was to write the script. I had to go on the Storyfy page and look up every battle for like the final roar and the championships to find out the different characteristics they did and different biomes they fought in. I learned a lot about the different mammals' traits and the biomes that were the natural habitats. And I also learned that honey badgers, they do run away from their competitors. That's how the short-faced bear won the competition. Okay. Next year, I will not be in AP in environmental science, and I do not take IB bio because I'm in IB chemistry, but I can't wait to participate in this next year, and I will not have any consequences for having a losing bracket. So.
Congratulations, you won.
Thank you, thank you. You know, all it took was 1 pound, so he scurried away.
Well, there you have it, folks. Some mammals have had a good month, and others are trying to forget their loss.
Everyone have a great night, and we'll be back here for next year's March Mammal Madness.
And we look forward to all of your brackets in 2018.
It looks like you all had entirely too much fun, but there was learning taking place.
York High School never ceases to amaze me, and the fun things that go on in that building. But how y'all took the social media piece that sometimes you hear the negatives about, and you know, yes, we are glued to these things way too much sometimes, and y'all turned it completely in a different direction to where you're sending out and teaching and learning at the same time, and bringing all that magic of just getting into everything going on. I mean, I guess my question to the students is, would you prefer a lecture for 90 minutes after, you know, a couple of days, or did you really enjoy what you did, bringing all these little pieces and parts into this program? I mean, obviously I know the answer, but.
I definitely like this aspect of it because it kind of gives a whole bunch of competition between the students, which you could definitely see in the halls in between classes. I'm not going to say I was above talking smack, but it was nice.
Yeah, I'm just picturing what was going on in the hallways during that, when you described that, but I'm sure the principals and administrators kind of stayed clear and let y'all do your learning, and the teachers were refereeing, so that was a really great presentation. Thank y'all very much.
Yes, the project definitely made learning fun. So well done, very, very good.
What a great way to teach. Wow, wonderful. And being a new board member, I've been visiting all the schools, and I happened to visit York High School last month, and the principal showed me the March Madness brackets there. And I was kind of excited that y'all were doing this tonight because I wanted to see who won, as I was getting excited about it. So what a great program. I'd love to even come down and do it myself if I had the time to take the class and do all that. So. Okay. But yeah, what a great way to teach. Wonderful job.
I want to see him dressed up as one of the animals running around. Get that on video.
Thank you. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
One quick question, if I may, before you leave. For those students who may not know the brackets and how to deal with the brackets, how long does that concept of understanding the brackets, when you start the year off or the semester off, when do you introduce the brackets? And how long does it take to understand the whole concept of doing a bracket?
Learning the brackets is pretty intuitive when you put things on the line, like making a video dressed up as an animal. I chose to highlight our basketball players to demonstrate how they work, and then other students quickly found a basketball player to explain it to.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, thank you.